evening. How are we all? I'm just getting everything up. What do we think? Can't see my reindeer ears. How are we all doing? Welcome back to another live stream. Andy, FOD Runner here. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me just get the chat open on the channel and discuss tonight's topic of winter training. What we should do over winter. I've just realised I've shut my cat in here with me. He's right next to me. Hold on. Hello, mate. Anyway, let's get the chat open. Who is in the chat this evening? Forest Trail Runner, what do you look like? Do you not like it, mate? See, you could have had this if you were here. Brian, good evening. Run, drink, eat, nice look. Jeffrey, where's Andy? I don't know. Do you like it? Shall I keep it on or not? You can't see these really, can you? Shall I take these off? Because you can't see them. I'll just keep this on. Brian, festive. Exactly, mate. It's December. We're allowed to be festive. The Christmas tree's up. There's a pathetic bit of tinsel behind me right now, as you can see. It's got to be done. Katie, good evening. How are you? Well done on your half PB the other day. That was epic. Well done. That's amazing. Alan Quinn. Mate, I haven't seen your name pop up before. Thank you so much for joining. Do you like them? Good. I'm glad you do. Graham. I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you? Thank you so much for joining tonight. So, guys, whilst I read the chat and everything, let's kind of get some questions going out there. Let's talk about the topic. The topic, of course, is what you should do over winter training. Now, let's talk variably here. I'm going to ask you guys some questions about what you're doing. So, first and foremost, I'll just quickly start off. This is my third winter running now, so I'm going into my fourth year or third year of running. I can't remember, 2015 to 16 to 17. Yeah, so this is going to be my second or third winter. First two were just base building, purely base building, and that's what we'll touch upon. But for me now, these glasses keep falling off. I need to hold them on. For me now, I am actually training for a race. I'm on a training plan, so this is a completely different winter for me. So that's kind of why I wanted to talk about that tonight. Talk a little bit about what you guys are doing, what your race plans are. Obviously spring is a popular time for marathons, so right now a lot of people will be doing a lot of base building. Me, I'm training for a half marathon, so it's slightly different. So from my perspective, normally what I do is I would be base building at the moment, as I've said a million times. I will be doing lots of long runs, lots of easy miles and some shorter, sharper reps just to tune up so that when I go into January, I'd be hitting maybe marathon training. Obviously, it's different at the moment. I started a training plan, I'm on week 4, so I've got 16 weeks of that, or I've got 12 left after this week. So my base building has kind of been done before. It was when I was doing all of my tuning up for my 10Ks. I wasn't doing as many workouts then. And I was just specific, the ones I was doing were specific for 10Ks, but I was doing a lot of long runs. And so now I've jumped straight into this half marathon plan. But you guys, what are you doing? What are you doing for winter? Obviously, what I would say is the recommendations as per the question, what should I do? If you're marathon training for April and you're going to be, loads of people start in January, you should be base building right now, lots of easy miles, building the aerobic system. If you are obviously training for a race, let me know. Tell me, guys, what are you training for at the moment? And we can talk a little bit about the specifics and what you guys are doing. So let me jump back in the chat. I've missed a few. I don't know if some of you might have missed the first comment. I've trapped my cat in here with me. He's sat down there. He wants to go out, but I don't want to leave the stream. Right. Jeffrey, good evening. Good evening. Forest Trail Runner, hi. Run Drinky, is it summer yet? No, mate, it's not. It's horrible. I don't know what it's like with you, but it's horrible here. Jeffrey, of course, it's summer, and this is going to be really good for you. You've got to wind your mind back 6 months, because obviously you're going into summer, we're going into winter. Anyone else going into summer here? Jack, good evening, mate. How are you? Good to see you back. Graham, hello. Jack, liking the glasses. Do I pull them off? Winter's a tough one. I train in the dark with a headlamp. Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about winter training, regardless of if you're base building or not. We're quite lucky, well, me and James, or aka the Forest Trail Runner, who's in the chat tonight, we do a lot of our runs around our town, so like we need headlamps, but if we go out and do reps, like we went out and did some 400-meter reps last night, we didn't have to worry about that. We didn't have to worry about headlamps and things, so because it's a well-lit area. But of course the winter is full of dark nights, early morning trainings. If you get up early, it's dark. If you go out at night, it's dark. The only saving grace for me, I guess, a little bit is that I can squeeze the odd run in. So tomorrow morning I'm going to be doing my session out on the trails, not the tarmac. Got a threshold session tomorrow. I'm quite lucky that I don't have to go out in the dark. Otherwise it would just be horrific. Too many times. But what do you guys do? Let me just get my computer. So from my perspective, obviously all of this winter training is hopefully in aid of my year structure. Then is going to be based on half marathon in March and another half marathon. I'll do the Forest half marathon after Newport because that's the goal one. If you're following the series, you'll know that. And then after that, I'll do some smaller races, still tune up for another half marathon in August. I'll do the Gloucester half marathon, and then we're going to be marathon training in October. I've got my eyes on the Bournemouth half marathon. Potentially that's in October. So I'm going to be doing not spring marathon training like a lot of you, but I'm going to be doing summer into autumn half marathon training. Or fall for the Americans in here. Katie, last race is done for 2017. I know, and you did amazing. But keeping a base over the next 4 weeks until my London marathon training begins. I work mornings and evenings, so get the run in during the day. So you are super lucky, and there'll be so many people that are really envious of you right now because, you know, people just running in the day, that's what you want over winter. Summer, it's not so bad. You can go out in the evening. It's fine, but in the day it's awesome. And exactly, you will be marathon training. Just for you guys' reference, Katie has her own YouTube channel. It's fantastic. Click on her little logo to go and check it out. She's just run a PB of 1:33 on a hilly half marathon. She's flying at the moment, and she runs her own PT business, which is ace. Her videos are awesome as well, so go check her channel out for sure. And yeah, I mean, we've been chatting over WhatsApp, and she's got a busy spring coming up. I think your first race is also in January, I believe, or February, but you're going to be getting heavy into marathon training soon. Brian, strength training because the second year in a row I'm injured during this period. Yes, mate. How is the knee? How is it? Is it okay? Is it getting runnable on or not? I mean, winter is perfect time for strength training. Winter is a time to sit back and reflect upon the year, look at your weaknesses, and as well as base building, do a lot of strength work. So at the moment, obviously, if you're following the channel, you know I'm doing a lot of work with Chris once a week. I've picked up my weaknesses. I'm going to be working with him on that a lot now. That is, you know, through the winter, because I want summer to be and autumn to be amazing. So the hard graft is going in now. But you're right, Brian, strength work is all. But anyway, tell me how your knee is. Forest trail runner, won't run in the forest at winter at night, feel condemned to running roads as lit. Well, exactly. I mean, we pound the pavements around our town here, and it gets demoralising. You do the same route, and there's only so many times you can run around it. Run, drink, eat. I have to go. It's 3:30 p.m. here, and I'm at work. Mate, have a good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Glad you like the glasses. Got to be a bit festive. Have a good one, mate. Thank you so much again. Joe. How are you, mate? Congratulations on your PB. Joe got a 2K PB the other day, I think at Junior Park Run. I think you're 13 or 14, and he ran 6:54, mate, or something like that? I mean, that's phenomenal. Well done. So a massive congratulations to you, mate. And obviously after we last spoke on your live stream, Joe has done his first video as well, so that's amazing. Jack, I tend to stick to streets roads when the winter hits, unless it's a weekend I can run during the day. Exactly, that's pretty much, I think, mate, what most of us are condemned to doing, which is a bit boring and a bit monotonous, but it's got to be done, hasn't it? And this is when you find, so especially for me and James, and probably a lot of you guys, if you're running a lot on trails in the week normally, and you're condemned to pavement, your legs take a bit of adapting to the concrete. James has already highlighted when we go out for runs that his legs are taking a while to adapt to the concrete doing the reps. We did some reps last night. I think he's getting there, but I mean, mine are the same. Joe Milton just did 5 by 400 repeats. Whoa. 120, 118, 116, 114, 111. Bloody hell, mate. That's brilliant. That's really good times. And that's a progressive set as well, so well done. Good running, Joe. Andy and I did 8x400 last night. Tough workout. Yes, he knows, mate, because he commented on my status. He commented on my Strava. Oh, I've just had a YouTube notification. The running guru has just uploaded a video. Kick your ass. It's going to be one I watch after this. Joe sure is. Brian took 2 weeks off entirely. Good man. Tried park run last week and it was still bad. So planning on taking further 2 weeks off and try and park run again and see how I get on. Yeah, I mean, have you just seen the Vegan Runners video? You may or may not have seen it. He only uploaded it tonight. Unfortunately, he's got himself injured again, which is gutting. I was hoping he'd tune in tonight, so we can have a bit of a chat about it. But can I make a recommendation, mate? See, if you haven't already, see a physio, see a doctor, see someone. Don't, just because an injury's there and you let it settle, don't assume it will go in 2 weeks, because it could be a dysfunction there. You might flare it back up when you start again. That's exactly why when I got injured last week, I went straight away, saw Chris, and that's why I'm able to run again, like almost straight away, because he's helping me work through the injury. And like right now, I'm injury free, touch wood, but I really highly recommend anyone not self-diagnosing and going seeing someone who knows what they're talking about, because I'm gutted for you, mate. You did amazing in your races leading up to it, and you know, if it's 4 weeks off, it's 4 weeks off. It's a good time to have it, because there's not a massive amount of races other than fun runs around this time of year. So get it sorted properly, mate. I really do hope it's better. Graham, I've just started my base training, got a few races planned for next year. Awesome, mate. What races are you doing? Let us know. Tell us down below. What are your distances? Joe Milton, yeah, so you're 13 and 6:53, that's it. So that's amazing, mate. For 2K, that's a phenomenal time. You're going to be an incredible athlete if you keep yourself training the way you're training now. Guys, this thing on the end of the nose is itching my nose, man. Forest Trail Runner, my shins hate me from going from trail to road. It takes a while to adapt. Exactly, it does. And as per Harry Runs video, mate, as I watched your video that he commented on your status on, he talked about treadmills, and he said, like, your body just takes time to adapt. If you're going for a new surface, it just takes time, and I think it's just pushing through that. Joe, I'm devastated for Vegan Runner. He's so passionate about what he does, and his injury will be such a big setback. He was going so well. I know, and you know what he did as well, which I really admired him for, was he went up to 70, 80 miles a week in the beginning, and he wound it back to 50 or 60 and was consistent there. And I really thought that was a sensible thing to do, keeping the mileage a bit lower and being sensible with it. But I don't know what's happened to him. And I commented on his video and I said to him, mate, whatever you do, he said, hopefully it might clear up and he will be at the champs, whatever. Just, mate, go and see someone. Just like I said to Brian, go and don't second guess what it is. Don't think you know what it is, because at the end of the day, we're not specialists. We can self-diagnose on Google, and as Jeffrey rightly said last time, Google, if you've got any illness and you type it into Google, Google will tell you you're going to die, basically, because the internet is a scary place. So just go and get it checked out properly. Malloy Runner, good evening, mate. I hope you're well. What is your favourite song? I don't have favourite songs really, but I have a lot of bands. So back when I was a teenager, I used to like a lot of emo music. I don't really like too much music that's past the noughties, the 2000s. So I used to like a lot of My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Linkin Park, 30 Seconds to Mars, lots of stuff like that. I don't have Green Day, love Green Day. I haven't got a favourite song, but that's my favourite genre of music. Chris, good morning, mate. I'm so pumped for your new series. Chris, CL Furlong Chris, he's doing a new series soon. I can't wait to see it. I hope you're better. Morning, yeah, evening here, mate. It is currently 9:15 at night. Wow, love the glasses, mate. It's itching my nose big time. It's the new look, yeah. As usual, folks won't be here for long, but we'll re-watch later. Winter Calls for Headlamp, which is a new addition for me this year. Good man, good man. What are you training for, mate? I know you're going to be shooting in a minute. Just tell me, what are you going to be training for? What's your next race? Joe, I'm going to start 15 miles a week and a speed session at my club. Awesome, sounds like a plan, mate. Whatever you're doing at the moment is great. Malloy Runner, Joe, yes, some people are lazy and get all the luck with the dedicated ones, often not getting what they deserve. I'm assuming that's talking about Vegan Runner. I totally agree. Brian, saw the physio after my half. Good man, and it helped, but going to be honest, it's getting far too expensive. I know. So see my GP and waiting for a referral, which will potentially get me an MRI scan. Good plan. I know exactly what you mean, mate. It is so costly, and I'm already thinking now with Chris. I've got sessions to pay for, his NKT sessions. I mean, Chris is a magician. I'm so lucky to have someone like that around here, but you know, his sessions are quite expensive and I have to be mindful of that. So otherwise I'd see him multiple times a week. Joe, I'm worried because I have a 2.5k race on Friday and a 3.5k race on Sunday. Do you think I slow a lot? Ooh, that's interesting. I would... Personally, this is what I would do, and I'm not a professional athlete, obviously, but I would pick one of those to focus on and go hell for leather, probably go for the 2.5k and focus on that, and then just see what you can do on the 3.8. I mean, I don't know if you're going to slow it or not. All I'd say is, mate, if you can rest up and eat well in between, that's going to help you. But if you focused on the 3.8, and you ran the 2.5 and the 2.5 takes a little bit more out of you than you think it's going to, or you don't hold back enough, then you might not be able to give enough in the 3.8, and then you'll look back at it and go, I wasn't able to give enough in both of them. So maybe push for the 2.5 and go on from there. I don't think you'll slow a huge amount, mate. No, just recover well. Love the music choices. Good man, thank you. Alan Quinn, what half marathons do you plan to do in the new year spring? So basically, mate, I'm training for the Newport half marathon, which is in Wales. I'm not sure where you're based, by the way, so apologies if you're local to me or not. Newport half marathon on March the 6th. The Forest of Dean half marathon is then 2 weeks after that. And then I will do the Dimmock half marathon like I've done every year in May. Maybe the Hereford half marathon in May as well. The Gloucester half marathon in August. So I'm going to have a half marathon specific. I'm training specifically for the March ones. The May ones, I'm not going to do a training plan for. I'll just tune up for those. And then I'll kickstart the training program again for August. With the mind that I will probably start the training program and then start to blend in the marathon work, because I'll be running a marathon in October, so I'll be shooting for a good range time then, so I want to really build up well. But that's what I'm doing, and I've also got a tune-up race in January that's an 8 miler, which I'll talk about on the channel soon. I've booked that, and that's flat as a pancake, so I'm excited about that. But that's what I'm doing. What are you doing, mate? What races have you got on? Tell me in the comments, in the chat. Hold on. I'm going to try and drink my tea with this thing on. Doesn't work. Joe, my problem is our Friday race is an important school race on Sunday, so try county cross country. Oh mate, wow. That's a dilemma, isn't it? So Friday is an important school race and Sunday is Tri-County Cross Country Championships. I can't help you there, mate. They're both tough. That's both a tough choice. I would just go push for the push on the 2.5 personally, because if you hold back a little bit, you don't know. Okay, start again. You don't know what the 2.5k is going to take out of you at this moment in time. If you hold back on the 2.5 and make the 3.8 the focus, and the 2.5 takes out more from you than you expected, you're not going to be able to give that your all. So if you can give one your all, make it the first one and do it as quick as you can. That's all I can say, mate. You're in an unenviable situation. Brian, question, do you think going from 48.30 to a sub 45? Yes, mate, 100%. 100%. there's no reason why you can't do that in 4 to 5 months. What I would say to you is, with the right sessions and the mileage, yeah, I mean, that's, what are we talking there? 3.5 minutes on a 10k in 4 or 5 months. But I've taken 2 minutes off my 10k time, going from 39 to 37 in like 4 months. So there's no reason why you can't take 3.5 minutes off going from 48 to 45, as long as you do the right sessions. Yeah, 100%, mate. But focus on getting fixed, and when you're fixed, there's no reason. What are the 10Ks you're going to be focusing on, mate? Tell me. Forest Runner, and yes, with the right... Yeah, exactly, 100%. James, spot on. Jeffrey, Brian, for sure, exactly. Jeffrey knows as well. My PB on a flat course, and so it's my local one. I want to make the top 100. That's an awesome goal. Go for it, mate. 100%. Chris, hey folks, I dropped off at work before, so I missed the last 5 minutes or so. Rewatch later. Have fun, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it, as always. Joe, I'm going to go for the 2.5 and just do what I can. Exactly, mate. I think if you focus on the one, it's going to have to be the first one, just in case you don't hold back enough and then can't give enough on the 3.8. Jeffrey, cheers, Chris. Exactly right. I'm up to date. So very quickly, I'll say a couple of more final points, throw it back out to you. Obviously, we're talking a lot about races here. So guys, put your races. What have you got in the spring? Put your races in the comment below, and let's chat about those. But from a winter perspective, obviously, let's quickly talk about motivation. What keeps you motivated during winter? What do you focus on? Is it the fact that you have a race booked? Are you on a training plan? What is the focus for winter, and what keeps you motivated? Because the running guru, who I follow a lot, did a fantastic video on his channel yesterday, which was how to stay motivated over the winter. And his answer was simply, why? What's your why? What's your reasoning? And he's spot on. What is your why? So again, tell me, what is your why? What is going to keep you motivated? Again, from a personal perspective, mine's going to be a case of running motivates me anyway. It doesn't matter about weather. So for me, it's just that continual progression, the PB, the want and the desire to get that time. Obviously, I did a 125 series like last year and it failed epically. I know I can run well within that now. I want to go out on a concrete course and prove it. I haven't run a flat, I mean, Newport's not 100% flat, but I haven't run a decent flat half marathon in ages. I just want to go and smash it. I want to do a few half marathons because I focused too much on long distance this year, I think, and I want to get back to doing what I do best, which is the shorter, the 10Ks and the halves, and then from there have a good solid 6 months build up, because I know that with the hard work I put in with the winter, it's going to be worth it for the October marathon next year, and hopefully I should be able to shoot for that 205 blimmin' heck, 3:05 marathon time. I'm getting some new YouTube notifications popping up. Right, where are we? Forest Runner, good luck, Joe. Yeah, exactly, Joe. Let us know how you get on, and mate, don't forget to film it. Get it on your channel. Forest Runner, my motivation is seeing you twice a week in shorts. Make sure you wear those glasses. These are coming off now. This is the wrong type of chat for those comments, but if you donate, I might put them back on. Just finishing the tea, guys. Joe, half marathons and marathons sound awesome, but I'm a bit young. Mate, you are. You're 13. You don't want to stress about that. And at the moment, at the end of the day, all this hard work and graft you're putting in the shorter distance is going to pay dividends for when you get ready for half marathons. I did a 20-mile race with the school in 3:01, but I understand the marathon really only starts in the last 6 miles. That's a cracking time over 20 miles, mate. Flipping Nora, you're a talented runner. You need to get some more footage of yourself. I know you took some the other day of that race you did. Mate, get it on your channel, 100%. Get some videos. A lot of people take inspiration from the fact that you're so young and you can run such quick times. It's awesome. I really enjoy it anyway. yes, the marathon does start in the last 6 miles. There's no question about it, because the fact of the matter is I'm not going to be scientific here, and someone will be smarter than me in this. Probably James will correct me, but you can obviously run a half marathon. You can run up to 20 miles on your own body's fuel, but after that, your body depletes itself, so you rely on putting something back into your body. So the marathon is not just about fueling, it's about fueling right at the right times, giving it the right stuff that it needs. It's not just about chugging down gels, it's about making sure you're not dehydrated, having enough salt. The marathon is just a different ball game, and I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if you go out and run your first marathon and you think you're going to run a certain time. 9 times out of 10 you won't. If you do, you're an incredible runner, hats off to you. But if you don't, which I didn't, and so many people underestimate the marathon, because they get to mile 20, 21, they do all these 21, 22 mile training runs at a nice easy pace, they go out a marathon pace, hit mile 18, 20, and they're like, oh my gosh, I've got another 6 miles. Their body is completely depleted of everything, and it takes everything up here to get through to the final 6.2 miles. So I don't care what anyone says, a marathon is a different ball game. And if anyone disagrees with me in the chats, I'll argue. And I don't argue a lot. I'll put the glasses back on for you now, mate. Malloy, I find that running while it's bright is a lot easier than darkness. Race is a great motivation. Well, exactly, yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, if we could go out in the day, and if you can go out in the day, just do it, because at night time you're always head down looking with your light, or not with the light, but looking for potholes, running on pavements. It's a nightmare, and you can get the miles in, but it's not fun. It's just, you feel like you're going out the door to just get a job done. You know, that's it. Whereas in the summer you can be a bit more exploratory, or in the day even in the winter in the day. Brian, doing my local Staines 10k. Okay, that's cool. I got a 10k in May as well, actually. Then Brighton 10k in November. That's awesome. You did that this year, didn't you? Hopefully half in April as a mileage build up, and my PB half at Richmond or Oxford in early October. Yeah, I was going to do Oxford this year. I might do it. Well, I won't do it next year, but I'll be thinking about Oxford. That's cool. That's awesome. So as we've talked about previously, you're going to do a lot of half marathon training, and then that should have a good knock-on effect for your 10k time, because I did loads of marathon training, and then my half marathon and 10k times plummeted because of the aerobic base that I built. Jeffrey, 30 kilometers in January, 2-day stage race, 25 kilometers each day in February, and then 56k ultra in March. Wow, that's crazy. I remember you saying you had that sorted, but the 30 kilometer in January, that's awesome. So what training are you doing now for that? Malloy Runner, my next race is Novice All Irelands in Waterford on Sunday. Wicked. My club have a strong team and we're confident we'll win gold as a team. Do you know what? I didn't realise how quick you were. You said in a video recently you're like a 15-minute 5k runner. That's really impressive stuff. You're like one of the quickest people that I follow on YouTube, so I'm not surprised. And if you have a strong team and you've got 15-minute 5ks in there and maybe 14, I don't know, that's incredible, mate. You're a flipping quick runner. Right, just a heads up, guys. We'll wrap this up in 5 minutes or so. So any last questions, fire them in now. But this has been amazing tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. This chat is awesome. Joe Milton running. I try and get some footage if I can on Sunday. Do a video about how my running's going. Yeah, exactly. So like, get some footage. Do a before and after vlog of what it is, and just mate, get it on there. You will inspire a lot of people with how quick you are. Jeffrey, go for it, Joe. Exactly. Thanks, Jeffrey. I've been watching your videos as well. Hey, we're building a community here, guys. This is awesome. My cat's here. Hello. He's come to say hello. He's got bored of sat over there waiting and has now come to say hello. Alan, I'm going to try and do a half marathon every month. Brilliant. That's an awesome challenge. Farnborough in January. Brighton in February. Silverstone already booked up. I've heard a lot of good things about Silverstone. Some people said it's a little bit monotonous going round, but it's flat. It's very PBable. PBable, is that a word? Hello. Clean Coach Katie, couldn't agree more. You have to respect the marathon distance. Exactly. I'm glad you agree. It's just a different ball game. It's a different beast. Don't knock the camera. Forest Trail Runner. For me, I'll try and keep up with you in Newport in March. Don't underestimate yourself, mate. We did the 400 metres together last night and you smashed it. So, and I'm booked for Snowdonia Marathon in October. We'll be filling between some trail halves. So, as I've done some squeaky bum moments this year and had that Brecon Beacons half, I think with my marathon training in October and my half marathon training in March, I'm going to be looking at doing, and I'm talking to James now, mate, mate, we're looking at something like that. Maybe the Maverick Gloucestershire, I looked at that today, that's in June time, so that might be a time where I do something really trail, hilly, challenging, so we need to get looking at races, that'd be awesome. Jeffrey, thanks Joe, appreciate it. Jeffrey, no training for 30. Was planning to, but then I've been in a slump, but the distance is no issue for me. Oh mate, what do you mean a slump? What, no motivation? You've got good weather at the moment. You need to be out there, mate. Definitely do train. You said that you were thinking about starting on a plan. 100% mate, get on a plan. It will get you motivated. It's doing me the world of good at the moment. You've got potential. Do it. Do it. Malloy Runner, I don't think PBable is a word. No, I don't think it is either, but it is now. I'm going to patent that. Copyright. I love Joe. I love Baze's channel that you recommended. I've been watching loads of his videos. They're awesome. He has a wicked channel, mate. I love Baze's channel. He's such a nice chap as well. He's got loads of races and he does like dream races. I mean, he's run Comrades. He's done the Great Wall Marathon in China. He's done some epic races and he has a good year set up for next year as well. So keep posted on that. Right, I'm up to date, guys. Any more questions, guys, fire them in. Anything else you want to say on winter training, chip in. It's been a fantastic chat tonight. Really appreciate everyone tuning in. You're all incredible, and I really enjoy doing this live stuff because subscribers and views are one thing, but it feels very me and you. Doing this allows me to interact and talk with you, and I love it. I love it. So if there's anything else, guys, put it in there. Joe, I'm watching the Indoor World Athletics Champions in Birmingham next year. Awesome. That's wicked. Jeffrey, thanks, Andy. No. Thank you. And make sure you do the plan. What I'm going to do, mate. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. If I don't see on your Strava in a couple of weeks that you've done some kind of plan or started a plan or thinking about it, I'm going to comment and I'm going to make sure you get on it. Because honestly, mate, in all seriousness, it will give you the motivation. It'll give you something to focus on. And I know you can do the distance, but do it well. Do it to the best of your ability. And that's going to set you up a beaut for your future races. Because you've got the two in... you said you've got one in February and one in March. So if you get training now, you know, we're talking January, we're only in December. So you've only got like, I don't know when it is in January, but you've only got like 4, 5, 6 weeks to train for it. So get something started now, get on a training plan for your biggest race now, and drop the other two in as tune-up races. Do it. I'll hold you accountable, and I'll wait for the videos on your channel. Graham, mate, thank you. Don't thank me, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Brian, the same as you. I hope your knee gets better. I really, really do, so you can get back out there. Malloy Runner, being self-employed and choosing your own hours is great for running at what time you get to enjoy the most. Exactly, that's exactly what I am. I'm very fortunate and very lucky. However, at the same time, I have to be careful not to take the mickey because I could go out every morning if I wanted to and work at night time. But I have kids, I have a family. It's no life if I just dedicate everything to running and nothing to them. So I have the ability to go out tomorrow morning. I'm going to do that. That's my one this week that I'm going to use in work time. I'll get into work for about 11, so that's cool. Yes, it does have its perks. Forest Trail Runner, good man Andy, nice to chat everyone. James, are you coming out with me tomorrow morning? I'll message you after this, but hopefully you are. Guys, if there's anything else, whack it in there now, but I'm just going to quickly say thank you once again. You have been awesome. It's good to hear all of your running stories, your winter suggestions, tips, everything. I hope I've lightened up your evening. I don't know what's on TV at the moment, but it's better than I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here, I think, if that's on. Yeah, no one else is posting anything, guys, so thank you so much for joining in, as always, and I'm just waiting. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll wrap it up here. So thank you, guys. Really appreciate it, as always. Stay tuned on Friday. And, oh, Stu, joined in late. No worries, mate. We're just wrapping it up. So I'm really sorry you missed it, but is anyone doing the night race tomorrow? I'm not. James is not. I don't think there's anyone else in the chat here that's local at the moment, but which one is that? Is that at Mallard's Pike? It is, isn't it? Because I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it. Good luck, mate. I hope it goes well. And we'll catch up soon. Guys, really appreciate you tuning in tonight. Thank you so much, Stu. Yeah, take care, mate. I'll catch you soon. Anyway, guys, stay tuned on Friday. I'm going to be going out and filming my session with James if he is coming with me tomorrow, but if not, I'll be filming it on my own. Video going up on the channel Friday for week 4 roundup. And nothing else to say other than Jack, thank you, mate, for tuning in. Great stream as always. Really appreciate it. Stop thanking me, guys. I'm thanking you because you guys are the ones taking out your time out of your evening to come and chat to me. It's awesome, as I said earlier. It's not about the subs and the views. It's about me actually interacting with you. I love it. It's awesome. Please, as always, guys, you know what to do. Like, share and subscribe, and I will see you on Friday for another video. I'm going to try and end this live stream without it being awkward, so I'm going to touch my screen, and hopefully I'm going to end it somehow very soon. Take care, Jeffrey, mate. See you later.